Today in our Power Goddess series, we're talking about Kali, the Hindu goddess of time, doomsday, death, and destruction.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's magical mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at the Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, with my scrumptious parlor maid, Parfait.
Charmed.
And in my lap, my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Pooper. And today, it's another installment in our Power Goddess series.
Ooh, that's exciting. Who are we talking about today?
Today, it's the goddess Kali. We're going to India.
Ooh.
And she is quite a ferocious goddess.
I can imagine. The name suggests that she's kind of scary.
Yeah, she has a lot of arms.
And weapons too, right?
Yeah, and a lot of weapons. She wears a skull necklace, which
Okay.
sounds kind of cool to me. I think that would be kind of fun.
Accessories are important.
They are. So we're going to hear all about Kali and how you can utilize her if you feel negativity or any negative energy coming into your life, or if you feel like anyone kind of has it out for you. Kali is the goddess you want to call upon because she'll just trample your enemies right underfoot.
Ooh, okay, that sounds exciting.
I know. She's definitely somebody you want playing for you, not against you.
Ooh, definitely.
So stick around, we're going to learn all about the awesome and amazing energy of the ferocious goddess, Kali.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yes, today we're talking all about Kali, the goddess of time, doomsday, death, and destruction. But is she really as bad as she's made out to be? Well, stick around because we're going to find out a little bit more about this major Hindu goddess. Yes, she is a fierce form. She is an avatar of the goddess Durga. In Shaktism, which is a major Hindu denomination, the metaphysical reality we live in is viewed metaphorically as a woman, Mahadevi. And Mahadevi is the supreme godhead, and many other goddesses are considered to be aspects of this supreme goddess. And Durga is one of the main aspects of the mother goddess, Mahadevi. And Kali is an aspect of Durga. Does this make sense? I hope so. I personally was very attracted to Kali by her fierceness and her just intensity. Really drew me in, and she is a divine protector who grants freedom and liberation. She is associated with time, the time before time, doomsday, death, and destruction. Kali destroys evil to protect the innocent. Kali is the first of the 10 Mahavidyas, which is a group of 10 tantric goddesses. The most prevalent origin story for Kali appears in the 6th century text, the Devi Mahatmyam, where she appears on the battlefield. There were these power-seeking demons. They were called asuras, and there were 2 of them, Chanda and Munda, and they were attacking the goddess Durga. And she became so enraged at their attack that her face became dark and filled with rage, and Kali sprang forth from Durga's forehead. But the craziest and most fearsome of all these demon Ashura guys was this demon Raktabija, because if his blood, a drop of his blood hit the ground, a clone of him, a replica, would instantly spring up. So the more they tried to fight him, the more little clones of him that were running around doing battle. And this is what Durga unleashed Kali onto, this battle of demons. And here's a description of it from the Devi Mahatmyam. On the surface of Durga's forehead. Fierce with frown, issued suddenly Kali, of terrible countenance, armed with a sword and a noose, bearing the strange skull-top staff, decorated with a garland of skulls, clad in a tiger's skin, very appalling owing to her emaciated flesh, with gaping mouth, fearful with her tongue lolling out, having deep reddish eyes, filling the region of the sky with her roars, falling upon impetuously and slaughtering the great Asuras in that army. She devoured those hordes of the foes of the Devas and caught the blood of Raktabija before it could fall to the ground, stopping him from creating more duplicates. So Kali just popped out of the forehead of Durga, and she ran around and ate all those demons up, and then she drank the blood of Raktabija, and there was no more problem because no more little clones running around. So Kali is the representation of the goddess Durga's fury and rage, and we see her depicted in a couple of different forms, but I think that description we just heard gave you a pretty good idea of her appearance. Some say she took the skulls of all those demons and made them into a garland, like a necklace that she wears around her neck. She is said to wear a skirt of human arm bones. She is most often depicted with 4 arms, one hand holding the severed head and the other hand holding the bowl beneath it to catch the blood, and in her other side she holds a sword or a trident. Now the severed head represents the ego, and the sword is representational of divine knowledge. You will often see Kali depicted as stepping on her husband, who is Shiva, the ever calm and peaceful Shiva. So when Kali flies into a rage and she's filled with bloodlust and she gets out of control and she's stomping the ground and she's tromping her feet, Shiva will lay down underneath her to calm her, because when she realizes she's stomping on her wonderful husband Shiva, she is filled with shame and remorse and she stops trampling and her anger abates. And she is often shown in this position with her right foot on Shiva, who is laying prostrate on the ground beneath her. And it is the right foot that is usually drawn because that is symbolic of the right hand path in life. You will sometimes see Kali depicted with 10 arms, looking like blue, shiny, and she might have 10 faces, 10 feet. And by the way, each of those 10 faces or heads gets 3 eyes, and holding different ornaments in each of her hands. Sometimes you see her depicted as being very darkly beautiful, riding a lion with 4 arms, holding a sword and a blue lotus. But Kali, however, has no permanent qualities. Kali will exist even after the death of the universe. Kali is the darkness, the original darkness, out of which the universe arose. So all of the dark in the universe is Kali, which explains why concepts of color, light, good and bad do not apply to Kali. Some other forms of Kali are the Mahakali, or the Great Kali. It is a greater form of Kali identified with the infinite external truth, the Brahman. There is also the Dakshina Kali, which is popular in Bengal, and that is a benevolent mother figure, a protector of children, who gives blessings with her right hand. There is the Samhara Kali, also known as the Vama Kali. She is the most dangerous and powerful form of Kali. The Samhara Kali appears when Kali steps forth on her left foot, and she gives death and destruction, but that also brings liberation and clears the way for the new. And as I said, it is important to remember that Kali is the force of time. Kali was there before creation, before there was a universe, when all there was darkness. Kali's darkness represents the darkness out of which everything, the entire universe, was born. Kali originated in anger and battle, but she has evolved to symbolize Mother Nature, as she both devours and nurtures. In the Tantric tradition, Shiva represents consciousness, and Kali represents energy. Without energy, the consciousness has no force with which to create. There are wonderful mantras for Kali. I will link some in the description below if you want to go and listen to them. They're especially useful if you're looking for some protection. And Kali plays an important role in Tantric yoga. She's crossed over into Western culture here in modern times because Kali appeals to feminists and some of us kind of New Thought metaphysical people into spiritualism. And of course, as a chaos magician, I like to go nosing around everywhere to find interesting things. Some flowers you might want to incorporate into your practice with Kali might be blood red hibiscus flowers, or perhaps dark red roses, crimson glory, flowers that have that blood dark red hue to them would be appropriate. Since Kali is a wonderful goddess to evoke for protection, stones like black tourmaline, smoky quartz would be good stones to use when working with Kali. But this is a goddess that can open up a whole can of whoop-ass on any of your enemies or any protection needs you might have. So if you're looking for somebody who can handle a situation where you need power and you need to be fierce and strong and pretty much trample the enemy, Kali's the one to call upon. Be careful though, when she gets going, sometimes it's hard to get her to calm down. So work carefully with Kali, and I hope you enjoy using her ferocity for your own magical and spiritual purposes. So that was a little bit, just a taste of the awesome and terrifying power of Kali. I'm really drawn to this goddess, and I find her fearsome power amazing. So if you feel negative energy coming towards you, or you're in a situation where you feel like you need to defend yourself, tap into the energy of Kali and tap into that fierceness that she brings. Don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time and attention with us here today at the Magical Mansion. Until next time, when we take a look at another amazing power goddess. Till then.